Hello and welcome to switchCast, our virtual concept to help keep the energy community connected. Switch is a fun, fast-paced, volunteer-run event for sharing ideas and innovations through informative talks. Our mission is to advance thought leadership and to motivate change for the responsible use of resources. switchCast was designed to keep the community engaged from the safety of our own homes. Presentations are in the Pecha Kucha style, where speakers have just 15 seconds per slide to inspire the audience with their topic. While we can't host in-person events at this time, we want you to know that Switch's passion and connection to the community has never been stronger. Thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoy switchCast.
So Korn Ferry's CEO said this quote last week: "This is a once-in-a-100-year opportunity to not only believe in change, but to drive change." And I believe that following COVID-19, energy utilities are uniquely positioned to drive change. But driving change, it isn't easy during a pandemic. Utilities are risk-adverse entities, and for good reason. They safeguard our economy, our health, and our ability to function at a fundamental level, our basic needs as a society. The utilities, they've evolved beyond meeting society's basic needs. When we look at Bill Leblanc's energy hierarchy, utilities have focused their energy programs on the top initiatives: efficiency, enhanced productivity, and a smart connected energy ecosystem. But COVID, it's forced much of society's needs back to the basics, keeping the lights on, the heat, the AC. Like Maslow's hierarchy, it's hard for society to prioritize the top levels without meeting those bottom levels. And so it's a critical time for utilities. Not only do they need to shepherd their vulnerable customers through the crisis, they need to do it without sacrificing the long-term objectives of their energy programs. So when this crisis hit North America a few months ago, eSource organized a response framework that helped utilities strategically adjust their energy programs to meet the unique challenges of this crisis. The framework is broken out into a short-term immediate response, medium-term adaptation stage, and a long-term planning stage. Now, it's important to note that this response framework, it isn't chronological. Utilities need to simultaneously consider all three initiatives and roadmap out how and when different energy programs should be adjusted or deployed. But in general, many utilities so far have focused their short-term response on the immediate health and energy cost impacts. And this has been mostly through program restrictions, prioritizing vulnerable customer needs, and clearly communicated those changes to all stakeholders. For example, most utilities, they've temporarily restricted or paused non-essential energy programs, and they're relying completely on virtual means to provide M&V or equipment inspections. And many of these changes, they'll continue to remain in place for some time. But due to the economic fallout of COVID, utilities are forecasting large reductions in energy savings and participation in energy programs. And this is troubling because they don't just provide pollution and emission reduction, they also lead to lower energy costs and job creation, improved working conditions, and productivity gains. And it's crucial that existing efficiency programs, they continue delivering these benefits using low to no cost adaptations that are safe to implement and deliver clear value for customers. Now, on the residential side, this can include expanded behavioral programs like online efficiency marketplaces or free energy kits that include smart thermostats or do-it-yourself weatherization tools. And utilities are also looking to expand incentives for batteries or low-income carve-outs for community solar. Now, on the commercial side, utilities are primarily focused on retro commissioning and HVAC tune-ups. But programs are also now starting to offer incentives for unemployed workforce development, free LED lighting upgrades for small to mid-sized businesses, and promoting low-hanging electrification measures. But in terms of long-term program planning, I believe this is really where utilities have an opportunity to drive beneficial economic, environmental, and health changes for the future. And to do this, utilities, they need to consider aligning their programs with recovery objectives. With record high unemployment and health concerns top of mind for regulators, energy programs should further emphasize job creation, improvements in air quality, resiliency, or localizing economies and supply chains. And once these goals are determined, utilities should focus their resources on developing shovel-ready projects that support these priorities and can scale quickly. For example, transportation electrification projects can create jobs and localize economies while boosting utility sales in the long term. We also need to consider the historic challenges of these projects. While a no-regrets investment approach may be necessary now, utilities and regulators need to identify and prioritize these challenges, especially as they prepare or potential stimulus funding. Now, in the past, ARA led to significant growth in clean energy investment, and this time around, we could speculate that job training and infrastructure may be prioritized. So, working with their cities and communities to understand these key challenges, they'll help utilities leverage earmarked funds successfully. And so, in summary, utilities are in a unique position to shepherd their customers through the crisis while also accelerating the recovery from COVID-19. And sure, we don't know what this looks like, but the future is now. Let's just use this as an opportunity to come together and focus on solutions that bring us back stronger, more supportive, and looking forward. Thank you.